What's going on, man?
Not much, my man. I got some big news.
What you got?
Finally pulled my own tag, just like we talked about back when we were up at Cypress Bend for south end of Lake Okeechobee.
You pulled a tag for this year?
So my tag opens the 22nd. That's the second week of Gator season down here. I think it's a Thursday. So if you guys could come down, I mean, I can take off time from work and whatever, but it's definitely a tag that you're gonna want to come down for. I mean, I'd love for you to come down and kill a gator anywhere, but if there was anywhere for me to want you to come down, it'd definitely be for this one.
It's in Okeechobee?
Yeah, Okeechobee.
Well, I mean, we talked about it, didn't we? So I guess I'm gonna have to do it. I mean, I guess we're within a month now, so I'm gonna have to get something together. But man, that's awesome news. I appreciate you giving me a call, and let's keep in touch over the next couple of days and see if we can't get this thing locked down.
Of course.
All right, dude. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Appreciate you.
All right.
All right, so Josh, tell me how you got the opportunity to go on this Gator hunt.
It's kind of a big story that just came full circle. I was down in spring training about 2 years ago with my buddy Blake Anderson, and we decided to go into Gator Mountain one day, buy a bunch of shotgun shells, buy a bunch of ammunition, camo and stuff for the next Mississippi, Arkansas duck season. We got all our stuff together in our shopping cart, went to the register, and we were checked out by this extremely friendly guy that happened to be Dustin, and Dustin was the one that hooked us up with this gator hunt. Long story short, Dustin ended up sharing us some fishing locations, keeping up with us over the next month or so that we were in Florida. 2 months later, I mean, we were in October, November back in Arkansas. The ducks were coming in, and I texted Dustin and I said, hey man, appreciate the help down in Florida. Why don't you grab a couple buddies, come up to Arkansas, and let's shoot them up in December. He came up in December, and we were in the duck hole one day, and we're sitting there kind of shooting the bull. It was slow. Somehow the topic gators got brought up, and he was like, man, we do gator hunt back home in Okeechobee, down around South Florida, and so next time we get a tag, you got to come down.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Delta Airlines Flight 2998 bound for Atlanta, Georgia. All carry-on items should now be stowed securely, either in an overhead bin or under the seat in front of you.
All right, so you guys touched down in Florida, and sounds like you might have just jumped off the plane and jumped straight into the water.
Well, a little bit. The plane landed about 11:30 that day. Gator season didn't open until about 5, and so with a few hours to burn, we wanted to get unpacked at our hotel, make sure all the camera gear was in order. We had Bailey coming with me to film this whole thing, just in case we did hook into a big one. Once we got down there, we got a bite to eat, got the gas in the boats, and got all the equipment ready to go. And we met Dustin and Robbie at Dustin's house to get the boats hooked up.
I caught both these gators last week on these.
What are the big ones for? Those are when you got them
That's the
thrown
throw
out.
ones, okay.
You get them close to the boat and throw them out. That way you get a little bit more.
Pretty cool.
But that's a
10 footer?
10 footer. The one we're gonna kill tonight's head will probably hopefully maybe a little
What's
wider.
the biggest one you've ever killed?
11.5.
Bigger than this one?
Yeah, 11.5 with my buddy. Yeah.
Pretty stud.
Yeah, I'm trying to get in the 12 range.
Wanna give me one of those tonight? Bigger than that one.
Going for it.
In the shade.
Go kill one.
Where? Up here, maybe? Went out to Lake Okeechobee around 3 o'clock, and we had 2 hours to spare, so we got our scouting in, kind of rode around, looked at the lake, kind of got a feel for it, because it's unlike anything I've ever seen. I mean, it's water for days, grass everywhere.
Tell me about kind of the setting of that lake.
Yeah, the lake is pretty cool. I mean, if you had never been down to South Florida, Lake Okeechobee is grass flats, grass mats. I mean, it's crazy how much grass is there, but it's such a shallow lake. I mean, you got guys out there, running airboats and gator tail motors and, just outboards that in 4 foot of water, and you're in the middle of the lake. And so, you got to find these canals and these pinch points these gators, used to get out of the wind, and that they use for shelter, and to lay up on the banks to sun in the middle of the day. So, that being said, we kind of had a game plan of what we wanted to do. We knew a canal that we were going to. And with the scouting that Dustin and Robbie and Otis did the weeks prior, you know, we went exactly to the spot we were going to be hunting.
What are we doing now? Well, hopefully we're about to catch a big old alligator, but we got to get everything together, swap off some people in boats, get some stuff situated. We're going to come up here around this corner. Hopefully the gator we're looking for is sitting right there, and if he's sitting right there, we'll start cast on him, and once we hook into him, then fight him in, get a throw hook in him, bring him up, bang stick him, and then get him tagged and put him in the boat.
So we came around an outer canal, rim canal. We're inside the lake now. Are we going back to the outside, or are we staying on the inside?
No, we're still inside the lake. So there's a bunch of islands out here on Lake Okeechobee, and there's different canal strands that are through them, and then a bunch of just open water like we're in right now. So there's different pockets that the gators will sit in. They don't like to be in this high, like windy type area. They won't be able to. They don't like to sit up on top of the water, and they'll be down a lot more. So they like to get in a calmer area with deep water because they like to be able to feel safe and drop down. Where it's super shallow, they're not a huge fan.
So we'll be fishing 3 foot of water.
Right there in the hole where the gator has been laying, I think this morning when we came out here to scout was 8 or 9 feet. 2-3 months ago, or 2 months ago, it was 7-8 feet, but the rest of the canal was a lot shallower.
Kind of fluctuate.
Yeah, I mean it's been pumping in and out lately. So I know they're trying to do a bunch of different things to it and bring it up. So as long as we can get those gator tags filled, get you on a good gator, that's the main thing.
So y'all got out there and hunted that first hunt. Can you tell me about that first hunt?
So the first hunt started, you know, the first afternoon right at legal hours, right at 5 p.m. And we got set up in this place we call the Dynamite Hole. It's a intersection of 3 canals, and it's probably like a 15 foot hole. So it goes from like 4 foot to 15 foot. Gators can drop down into cooler water, and they stay there for an hour or so, and they come back up. We boated in. We saw 2 or 3 kind of poking their heads up. We knew we were in the right spot. Obviously, Dustin and them did as well from scouting.
Hey, back this way.
Yeah. Why, you see a gator out there? It's where we're gonna come around a corner. So where it's all chalky right here, the wind should shut down in that canal. And once we come around the corner, you'll probably be able to see it. All right, so powerhead, you want to load your bullet in here. So it's 357 mag. You got bullet loaded in there. Tighten it. This is double safety powerhead. So when you get ready to kill a gator, when we've got him tied up or caught up, pulled up to the side of the boat, when we've got his head, you're gonna untwist this first part of the safety, get it loose. You're gonna pull this pin. So when you do that, it's ready to fire. Once you do that, when you hit the gator in the head with it, this gets sent back in that amount of room right there that you made for the safety.
That ignites it.
Well, it engages the bullet in the firing pin goes off, so on and so forth. Bullet goes in the gator's head. We celebrate how it gets. Just like a normal cast. Hold line. You just want to make sure you get butt of the rod and then stay straight behind it. And you just got to get a feel of it. So you want to obviously cast it straight.
And are you reeling about that speed?
I'm reeling about this speed until I get over the back of the gator.
And when it hits
once I get
over,
oh yeah,
it feels like it hits a log.
You feel that line dragging over his back. And as soon as you feel it stop,
Set it into him.
Oh, you're not going to set anything. He's just going to take off with it.
9 times out of 10 when that hook hits him, he's gonna run.
I mean, does this just like everything just kind of breaks loose there? You're gonna be fighting him, or he's gonna just try to anchor to the bottom?
He's gonna run a little bit and hit the bottom.
They'll do different stuff.
It all depends on a different gator. I mean, you got gators that'll sit there and just peel out, or run a little bit and hang on to the bottom.
You'll find out
We chunk one out there.
What's the method on kind of bringing these gators in once you get out there?
It's not like anything you'd really expect. I mean, I've watched TV and I've kind of seen how guys do it. They're shooting them with rifles, or they're, you know, setting baited traps, leaving them overnight, coming back and fighting the gator once it's been hooked. But this is a totally different method. I think it's, you know, the most fair chase you can be. I think it actually kind of really shows what you're made of. You got to, you know, boat up to a predator that could essentially kill you. You've got to cast a treble hook into the water, and you've got to hook into his back or his head or whatever you can get a hold of, and just hold on for your life. Dude, I was getting a little worked up right there, man. So we just kind of came down back to the end of this canal where we first came in, and Robbie was looking down there, and he saw the same gator they came in this morning and saw. And what are you thinking? 11, 12, 11 plus. Me and Dustin slipped in within probably 60 yards, made 2 casts, and I thought I got right over the top of him. I guess I didn't reel fast enough, just missed him. He got away from us. We got plenty of gators popping up around here, but we really are targeting this one here, and we do have 2 days, so if we don't get him tonight, we're gonna try to get him tomorrow morning. This is fun, something new, and if we can get him right here, it's gonna be huge.
That first day, did you have an opportunity to kind of cast on any of these gators, or what'd that look like?
Day one, you know, we got our scouting in, we kind of slow played it, and once these gators started moving around, we picked 2 or 3 big ones out. We made our move. We didn't want to spook them out of the canal, but the sun kind of fell out of the sky on us. 3 or 4 hours went by quick, got dark, and you know, we had to put it off till day number 2. Dropping over some photos from yesterday. Didn't get a gator, but we got some good content. About to head back out here in about 15-20 minutes. Dustin and Robbie and them are getting the boats put in. Bailey's got his camera, I'm getting my stuff together. Got about a 45-minute boat ride. It's a little bit chilly this morning, and we got an 11-footer picked out. We're gonna go try to cast on him and see if we can't put one in the boat.
Act like you don't even see me.
I didn't realize it at first. I just looked down and saw it.
Out here in Lake Okeechobee, trying to kill a 12+ foot alligator. Hopefully we get on him. We got on him a couple times last night, and didn't make it happen, but hopefully this morning's a little different.
Oh, we're back here at the same canal we were at yesterday. This is day 2 here at Lake Okeechobee. We've got a 10-footer about 100 feet in front of the boat. Targeting him, potentially this same gator we came in last night for, the 11-12-footer, but we've got plenty of time, about 2.5-3 hours before it shuts down here at 10 a.m. and fingers crossed for a good one this morning.
Did y'all have the opportunity to cast anything that morning?
Yeah, morning number 2 was pretty crazy.
You're on him. You're on him.
Follow up.
No, just wait. Oh God.
Oh, wait.
No.
Huh? He just broke me off.
Did you really?
You said it today, or last night.
Thank you.
Not my fault. He's out here. He's out here. Wait.
Give me another hook. Give me another hook. Give me another hook. Give me another hook. Go. No, you missed it.
He's gonna come up, I think. He might come up. He's right there. He's right there.
I know I need the other hook.
Cast
That's
on
a
him.
big alligator.
Morning number 1 really consisted of some action. I mean, we got on probably 3 11-footers in one spot, ended up casting on one big one. Well, Dustin casted on him. He hooked into him. The gator kind of barrel rolled, slashed his tail. I don't know what you want to call it, but he broke Dustin's 80-pound braid just right in half. And that just goes to show how strong these animals are. And, you know, for me, I really got to see what this was about to be. It was about to be a fight.
He did. Just look at that. You want to put a motor on?
You want the rod?
Can we get another one in him? Another one?
I don't know where the hell you're at.
I'll throw right down your line.
No, because we don't know where he's hooked at yet. I think he's in the tail.
20-30 minutes went by, that same gator came up, Dustin pitched on him.
Keep that line.
He's right here somewhere.
Yeah.
Look, there's bubbles. See bubbles?
Yeah. Coming up.
I'm yanking him up. Grab that. Get that throw hook ready. No, he ain't letting me. Do?
All I did.
Well, I'll keep going.
All I do now.
Yeah, buddy! No, Robbie, please tell me you don't have my line.
I'm on him.
You're on him?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because you popped my line off.
boys going on the boat. Cut that line. Reach in my pocket. Motherfucker.
I got it.
Oh, his head's right here. Kill him. Oh, no!
Dustin was a little upset, and I can understand why. I mean, the equivalence would be like me shooting a 200-inch deer and not finding him. You know, trailing him for hours, not finding him, just sheer pissed off.
Word. Bad. Upset. Pissed off. That's about it. Defeat, that's a good one. That's a real good one. But they don't call them dinosaurs for nothing. I hate, that's the one thing, I'm always so nervous to throw that throw hook. Fought him. As soon as we put the throw hook in him, boop, gone.
Unfortunately, the hook came out. We couldn't kill him. But, you know, we had afternoon number 2 and day number 3, so we were just kind of putting our chips all in one pile, see what happened.
Hunt number 3, Lake Okeechobee. Took the fat L this morning. Got defeated by what, 11, 12 footer. Lost him at the boat. We're headed back out right now, 30 minutes before it opens back up, so 4:30. We got a pretty good game plan where he's at, where we're gonna be at, and we're about to put lines in 30 minutes and put him in the boat. So he'll stick around. We're tired of dealing with the BS. We're tired of dealing with the losses. It's over with, no more playing games. He's coming in the boat tonight, calling it.
Y'all, I took a loss that first morning. And,
Yeah.
geared up and tried to, you know, get yourselves back together and go out for that second afternoon. Can you tell me a little bit about this treehouse?
So the treehouse, it's one of those places that you have to see to believe, because we're in Lake Okeechobee, middle of nowhere, water everywhere, and all of a sudden you roll up on this island and you get up there and you have to walk a little bit, but there's a 3-story treehouse on the island.
We're at an old treehouse. It's just like in a random island out here in the middle of Okeechobee. Like a bunch of locals airboat out here, and they bring their bring coolers out here and spend their afternoons. Look at this gun right here. Check this out.
You know, we were only about 300-400 yards away from kind of where we had to access these canals, and so we decided to sit down, take a little breather, sit at a picnic table. Dustin got his phone out, showed us on a GPS where we're going to be going.
So game plan for tonight's hunt. Hooked into a monster this morning. Gonna get the boats together. Gonna switch it up right on Robbie's boat. My trolling motor battery's dead because I've been running up and down the canal chasing gators. So I'm gonna switch over to Robbie's boat, get around the corner, troll back in, and kind of sit on the one we were on this morning. And if he's not right there, we're gonna have to come up with a different plan. Probably run down the canal and look for one that may not be as big, but I definitely want to get one on film and get Josh's first gator for sure.
For that second afternoon, you get out there and was it the same tactic? Did y'all try the same thing, or would y'all try to switch it up? Or
Yeah, I mean, we did more of kind of like a spot and stalk, and we were stalking the heck out of them. I mean, we were boating back and forth. We were on the trolling motor hard. We camped out, found a big one. We'd pursue him. He'd go underwater. We'd miss him, cast on him, and he'd swim back the other way. I mean, it's just the way it is. You know, it's spot and stalk. I mean, you're not gonna go out there and find a gator that's that old and that stupid and be able to kill him, you know, just on one cast. He's gonna put in his fight, and you know, you're gonna have to earn your kill. And so we were out there 3-4 hours probably. The sun was falling real quick. We knew that we had one more day to get it done on day number 3, but unfortunately, you know, we just didn't have the time we needed, so we had to get it done. And you know, there was a couple 8 or 9 footers swimming around. We decided to make a cast on one that we thought was 9, maybe 10. I ended up hooking into him. It was my first gator to hook into, really my first action of the trip.
just like that. How do you feel? Tight. Sing us out. You got the bottom yet? You got your first hit. We're on, baby.
I don't know how big he is, but we're on.
Fighting, at least.
Biggest spot I've ever had, I can tell you that. I think that motor's fine.
got him pulled up to the boat, and unfortunately he broke off. I mean, just kind of like, seems like that's the way day number 2 was going.
So Dustin was telling me that you guys try to get a little hunt in that evening, just to kind of maybe, I don't want to use the word Hail Mary, but just try to see if you could get something in the boat before that last morning comes around.
Yeah, I mean, we decided to stay out till about midnight. I mean, we spent a couple hours rigging up, ate a few sandwiches, kind of got our energy back with us, and we boated out to the rim canal, kind of on the outside of the lake. And, we could see eyeballs popping up. We were spotlighting, didn't see any, really thing worth pursuing. Bugs were killing us. We were buzzing around. I mean, it's just part of the experience. I mean, I would have stayed out there all night if that's what it would have taken. But, we wanted to film. We wanted to have plenty of time to really get this experience to capture and bring it kind of to life. And so, we decided to call it at about midnight, go back, get some rest, and get ready to do it again early the next morning. We hooked into the first one yesterday morning too, and then we caught one, so we hooked into 2. First one broke off.
Thunder.
No, I didn't hear it at all.
I literally woke up and pried my eyes up and all heard, oh, I'm like, oh,
I opened the blinds, and just a bolt of lightning hits outside the hotel, like right outside. I'm gonna go set up on that point.
Yeah.
On the far side.
I bumped my truck. I can't see it. It's bigger than that one you had yesterday for sure, right there. I think so. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's probably not as close.
9-10. I could catch him right now. You hear something? What is that?
It's about the same size.
As yesterday.
Yeah.
Let's just get up. He's in that left side.
I'm not gonna go any faster so we don't push nothing. We're bass fishing.
We're just getting up to the hole right now. We got 2 in here. We're gonna set up on the back corner where we were yesterday morning. Otis is kind of hanging back, keeping an eye on. Is that a good one?
Yep.
There's a good one just popped up in the hole.
Yeah.
We're gonna come over here to this left side and camp out. Once these gators come up, we're gonna cast on the first good one we see. We only got about 3 hours left, so it's kind of crunch time. Let's get it, baby.
It's not him.
What do you see down there?
Got about 2 big ones up right now. Let's see what happens. Best weather we've had.
We just got set up here in the Dynamite Hole. It's a 3-way intersection that we've been seeing 3 giants in here every single day. We've got 2 small gators coming our way right now, but if the big one comes up, we're gonna try to cast on him. We're coming down our last 2 or 3 hours of this hunt, so the first decent one that comes up, we're gonna try to put him in the boat. See what happens.
So we decided to designate about an hour and a half between 6 and 7:30 to go after the big one. If we could land the big one in that hour, we're gonna go after him. But if he didn't show up, we didn't want to waste our time on him and show up empty-handed, and we were gonna go after a small one. And sure enough, here comes an 8, 9, maybe a 10-footer. I really don't know personally, but Dustin knew he was a good one, and so we decided to cast on him. Dustin was reeling after this one. And I've got my rod in my hand. I'm kind of playing back up to Dustin. I look over to my right, and wouldn't you know it, there's a giant sitting right there. I mean, I think it was the same gator that Dustin was hooked in the day before.
That's him. That's him. Gas.
You son.
Real. Got him.
Good stuff.
It's on his head. Untie that rope.
So we're throwing these 3-ounce weights, and when this weight hits this gator in the back, you can feel the thump, and you want to just go ahead and set the hook. So I got that weight over the top of his back. I got it reeling in. That weight hit, I set the hook, and when I set it, the drag started coming out, but he started coming at me. I mean, I started cranking, trying to catch up with him. He came actually at me, kind of went back under the boat and kind of did a U-turn. And then when he started pulling away from me, that's when I felt what I was hooked up with. Oh, we're in the boat. Oh, yeah.
Hey, watch that hook behind you, Billy.
We're crossing. We're doing it. Get him away from the trees.
Want me to motor up or?
Yeah, turn that motor on. Turn that away. Back us up. Back us up. No. Turn up.
It wasn't in gear. It was in neutral. You're off.
I got my hook on still though. We're good. We're good. We're good.
The Gator kind of worked his way back around, took us down the canal about 20, 30 more yards. And Dustin was back on the left side of the boat and made a good cast on him. Got set up right off the back side of his hip, and I think made a great hook set. I mean, it was in there pretty good, and it really helped me out because I was fighting his head, and now Dustin had his tail or had his rear end, and we could pretty much control this thing any way we wanted to.
I mean, I have it set pretty.
So his head is going this way.
Yeah.
So his tail's under us right here.
Yeah.
You know what the greatest part is? Otis is sitting on his phone
and
and has no idea we're hooked up.
Yeah.
Otis, when you watch this video, you should have been paying attention. Did he stop?
Yeah.
Just whenever we both get into it,
You have to get that treble on here.
We need him to calm down now with both of them in him.
Yeah. Just need to work
Go
on
under me.
Yeah, y'all gotta stay on the same side the whole time.
He's got two in him now, so we just need to get. We need him to get on the bottom and settle down. God, he's spinning us, isn't he?
I'm gonna get the bang stick ready just in case.
Keep that tight, Josh.
Yeah.
Constant bend, constant bend.
Ammo's back to your left.
Yeah, it's loaded already.
Yeah, I know, but if you need, like, need a quick
If he brings his head up,
I'm banging him, dude.
but he ain't gonna give us. He's gonna be far out.
Yeah.
Go front boat. We all
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
I almost had the safety off and had that thing in there.
Get that rope hook ready too. I don't know.
Oh no! Oh no!
What?
We are wrapped up in this stick right here. There's his head. Get that throw.
Want pro hook, bang stick?
The stick's going.
What do you want? What do you want?
Him dead and in the
Yeah, I
boat.
know. That's why I don't
His head's
want
gonna
to.
stick him. I don't know.
We're crossed. Go under. Go under.
There it
Where's
is.
his head?
Oh my god.
Keep that tension.
Oh my god.
Dude, that's a man fight.
Robbie, his head is on Josh's side, which is right here. He's going under the boat.
Going under.
Swing, Josh. He's legit right under the boat right now. There he goes.
Otis has no idea.
He's about to come up. He's about to come up.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There it is.
Bang him. Oh, get that one. He is not dumb. He knows what's gonna happen. No problem. Do not go that far out.
That is a big one.
Oh my god. Watch that throw hook. Where's that throw hook?
It's on the side of the boat. By the,
Don't let anybody step.
no.
Good job, guys.
Oh man, from when I fought him yesterday,
He's coming up.
Robbie's here
I'm
right there.
hurting
Robbie,
right now
give
where
him-
this Rob's at.
Thinking like a foot or
We
two
need
off
to
the
have
boat.
his head right there so he can
Yeah,
hit him. Because if he
fuck.
tries to go out there and swings and misses, and
Got buck fever right now. I'm on the verge of not being able to talk.
we're good. You're like front leg, I'm back
I
leg.
think
We
we
got a
got
good
him
distance.
even. Hey, get a couple extra bullets, put in your pocket.
Back to your left.
I don't have many pockets.
My thing is,
I'll hold it. I'll hold it.
As soon as we get one in him,
Just hand me the box.
Kind of going back up.
I gotta go back under.
I don't know. We got good separation. He's right here.
Just need to float his ass
Do we
up.
get the throw hook in him?
No. We got him good with 2 hooks.
Big boats are so light, Robbie.
Yeah, they get dragged around, dude.
That's why you need like a skiff.
All right. Over. You go under.
There he is. You got him in the mouth, dude.
Oh no.
Oh, that trolling motor almost smoked me. He needs
to wear himself out.
to just get to where he's like, all right, I got nothing.
Yeah.
When he brings his head up, then Robbie's got to hit him. Because if you try and hit him like this and you hit him in the wrong spot, you think he's running and mad now.
Yeah.
You hit him in the wrong spot, he'd be real pissed off.
I didn't get to see the body of the one yesterday, but this right here is.
He's huge.
He's 10, 11, no doubt.
Yeah. It's
You
huge.
know why he is?
He's fat. Every bit of 600 pounds.
Josh has been asking me the last 3 gator hunts we've been out on, hey, we got tape, right? You gonna buy that tape? You can buy that tape at Walgreens? All right, well, I'll buy the tape. We kill this alligator, you'll see why he wants the tape.
There he is. There's his head.
Did it go off?
No.
Take that out. Make sure
Just reset the system. Unload it. Take the. Make sure everything. A lot of give.
You ready?
His head's right here. I see his mouth.
All right.
He's not too far.
All right. Here we go. Slowly. Okay. Get on the inside. I think it's nose facing Bailey.
Bang it! Did it go off?
Yeah.
Come on, reload. Here, got you.
I've never seen a snake after they get smoked like that.
He's coming.
Get him again.
Oh my god.
That's how you gotta let it off.
Watch your hands.
Holy shit.
Let's get some tape on him, boys.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Get
here.
that tape undone.
Where's it at?
It's right there.
Where?
On the floor. Right next to the gauges.
Hold up.
That's good. That's good.
That's good now.
That's good. He ain't coming out.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
Ever since the days of old, men would search for wealth untold. They dig for silver and for gold, and leave the empty holes. And way down south in the Everglades, where the black water rolls and the sawgrass.
Well, here he is right here. We got him roughly measured at 11 feet. Probably one of the coolest things we've ever done. We definitely earned him. 3 days out here working hard, scouting. These guys put in the hours before me and Bailey even got off the plane. Day one, we got in here in the afternoon. Went lines in at 5 o'clock. Had a couple good gators in the hole. Didn't make any casts on anything. We knew we had some time, so we decided to wait for day two. Day two came around. Dustin hooked up to a giant. This gator right here came about on day 3. Spotted him down that canal. He started swimming from us. We chased him down within the first hour. We got set up. Another hour went by, 2 hours. We're within the last hour of legal time, and he makes a mistake and comes up. We put a perfect cast on him. I hook him into the head, just on the outside of the jaw. Dustin puts one in him in his tail, and then we fought him for 30, 40 minutes. Robbie was able to get a good shot on him, put a perfect shot.
right on top of his head with the bang stick. Overall, probably one of the coolest things I've ever done. This is something we don't get to do back in Arkansas. This is worth every minute, every dime coming down here with these guys. Can't thank them enough, and can't wait to do this in years to come.
I walked in the swamp. I sat up on a cypress stump. I listened close and I heard the ghost of Osceola cry. So blow, blow, Seminole.